Hello everybody from Walt Disney World. I'm about to hop on a boat and take you with me over to Disney's Fort Wilderness Campground because there's some major changes going on over there. We're gonna go see the horses at the Tri-Circle D Ranch and have a great time. Today we're boarding the Bon Voyage and I'm gonna sit in the back. Woo! One thing I used to do was collect these monorail and boat cards, and for a long time they weren't giving them out again, but it looks like they are again, and they all come with a little fun fact on the back, a little trivia. So I was able to ask the boat captain and they had one today, so this is awesome. That's the Trade Winds, the newest of the ferry boats here at Walt Disney World. And I just talked to another boat captain and collected the ferry boat card, and I see lots of people doing it now, which makes me so happy that this is back. It's one of those things though, you can always ask, but it's never guaranteed, but yay. That was a really relaxing boat ride from Magic Kingdom, and that's just one of the many ways that you can get here. You can take a bus from Disney Springs, you can take a bus from different parks, but we have made it. Welcome to Fort Wilderness. The music, the trees. And what we're gonna do today is look at and talk about some of the changes, kind of tour around and look at things, and I wanna see the horses. So we wanna go to Tri-Circle D Ranch, that's at the settlement. One of the fun things you can do if you're staying here at the campground is rent or bring a golf cart and golf cart around, and I've done it before and it's really fun. And that was about a 5-minute walk from the boat dock, and it's right across from the settlement bus depot, the Tri-Circle D Ranch. There's a lot of construction here at Fort Wilderness, and we're gonna talk about, and I'm gonna show you some more of the big changes going on here, but I did wanna come see the horses first because this is just such a cool thing, and anyone can come here and meet with the horses. Just gotta get here before 5 p.m. most days. And of course, Tri-Circle D is because Mickey is 3 circles and D for Disney. And there's lots of folks walking around, riding their bikes, riding golf carts. Let's go see the horses. This is one of the 2 locations that the horses of Walt Disney World are kept. Those horses that you see in Magic Kingdom and all over the parks and resorts. As you're walking in, you can already smell horsey. And look, the ponies. You can do pony rides, horseback riding. The ponies. They're so beautiful. Hi, Silly. Hi, Brutus. It is so hard not to reach out and pet them, but look at how they look with their wise eyes. Oh my gosh. Grady is really big and kind of scary, but beautiful. Grady, you're so beautiful. Cutie. And Cheeto. Oh, they're doing something. We'll come back, Cheeto. These are the ponies, Carrot, Desi, and Dolly. This is the Dragon Calliope. It's a horse-drawn musical instrument that Walt Disney purchased for the Mickey Mouse Club Circus Parade at Disneyland in the 1950s. I love that they have this on display here. I love the revamped ranch. They did kind of redo it a few years ago, and it just looks beautiful. And if you want to hear the Calliope, it says press here to hear the 1907 Calliope. How cool! This is the area where you can do the pony rides, but you can also do full-blown horseback riding and horse-drawn carriages and all sorts of things. Okay, Cheeto, we're back. Oh, Cheeto's still doing something. We'll leave Cheeto alone. But we're gonna go meet more. There's more horses, believe it or not. It's around 2 p.m. and it looks like it's feeding time, so if you want to see them being fed, maybe that's the time. Hi, Samson. This is Jet. Jet's also chowing down. Red. Oh, Red, beautiful. Chowing. And Moose. But Moose is not there. So sometimes they're doing other stuff. I think they called that one Moose. And every time I hear Moose now, I just think of Sam Winchester and Crowley calling him that. Wedding harness room, so they use some of these horses for Disney weddings. There's also a display in here about Disney and horses. So it's both about Walt Disney himself and horses and the Disney company and horses. And there are some relics on display here. And look at this. Wow. It's a calliope in there, I think. And some of the horses we can see here include Clydesdales, Percheron, and Belgian. There's also a slideshow here. There's Walt. 2 things Walt Disney loved: horses and trains. I loved more than those, but he definitely loved horses and trains. Aw, that'd be cool if we saw that. Let's just pretend we did. We saw that. Oh wow, Mickey. Here's what they look like in the fairy tale weddings. That's cool. Hold on, I just turned the camera on after, but Samson, there he goes. I think he wants more. He's picking up his bowl and he was flopping it all around. He wants some more. Before I turned the camera on though, he was going wild. Maybe he's just like chewing on it to clean his teeth or something? I don't know. But Samson's doing something. It says here, given their massive size, it's not surprising that Percherons are big eaters. To keep their engine going, a single Percheron might devour 30 pounds of hay and 5 pounds of grain a day. And here's their AM and their PM feeding, so I guess we're here for their PM feeding right now. Fred's licking his bowl clean. Oh, do you hear that? Oh. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is a sloppy noise. Oh, looks like Zilly's being taken out. They're doing like some grooming and stuff, I guess. I love the sound of the clomping. Bye, Zilly. Oh, looks like some of the horses are being transported somewhere, and there's a ton more stables going back here, so it's not just the horses we saw. I think that if I worked at Disney, this would be the job I'd want, to work with the horses. This is amazing. They're so beautiful, so massive. Just awe-inspiring. Lots of people in here enjoying the horses. Hi, Grady. Oh, Grady. Oh my gosh, a little piece of spit just flew out from Grady. And Cheeto's done getting whatever. Now it's time for Cheeto to move the bowl around. They like to get every last drop. Oh, that door must taste good. And of course, since this is Disney, the Tri-Circle D, the Mickey, and Disney touches everywhere. You can also see the horses from the outside if they're on this side, but definitely better inside. Oh, hi, Cheeto. So cute. And you can take the bus, the internal bus, right to this bus stop, the settlement bus stop, and you'll be right here. Samson came out. Wow, beautiful. What beautiful coloring Samson has. Like a mountain, like a rocky mountaintop. I love you, Samson. They're bringing out bales of hay to each horse. I guess it's a bale, a square, a tied up square of hay to each horse, and the horses are very happy about it. Very, very happy. Yummy. Loving that hay, aren't ya? Yummy. Bon appetit, horsies. Okay, I don't want to go because I love them, but I think, oh, Cheeto. We're gonna keep on moving because we got a lot more to see. Bye, Brady. Do not be tempted. Do not pet. You can take pictures, you can look at them, you can admire them, you can say hi. But I also love their outfits here that they wear at the ranch. But we are gonna keep on going. Look at the Aladdin bus. That's a pretty one. All right, so here is the ranch. Very easy walk from the boat dock. Quick 1-second walk from the settlement bus depot. And now we're gonna keep on going. I have so much to show you. There's really helpful directional signage all over Fort Wilderness Campground. And right here we can see Trails End Restaurant listed here. And that's one of the things I want to talk to you about. On the Trails End website right now, Disney says, Trails End Restaurant is temporarily closed for refurbishment and will reopen in summer 2023 with a new marketplace concept and expanded quick service options. And so that you don't get run over by golf carts, there's a separate sidewalk walkway, because this one, they're zipping along. But it's a really nice walkway, shaded, lots of trees. It's so pretty to walk around, and you can see people's campsites. People stay in RVs, tents, campers, and also cabins, and that's another thing we'll talk about in a little bit. See that cabin right there? That is another huge change happening. All of the cabins here at Fort Wilderness Campground are going to be converted into Disney Vacation Club DVC properties. They're going to rebuild the current cabins and call them refreshed hideaways. It's part of a bigger refreshment of the campground that's expected to be completed in 2024. They look like log cabins, and I love that look. Looks like maybe no one's staying in this one. They're just so cozy, right? They have a fire pit, rocking chairs on the porch. I love the old school charm. This one looks like it's being cleaned between uses, so no one's in there. Look at how cute this is. We're back at the trading post, and I want to check out the current state of Trails End and also show you an alternative where you can get some food. And that's going to be here at Pioneer Hall. Of course, you got Hoop-de-Doo Review here, but that's a whole thing. That's a whole dinner and a show situation, which we'll come out to do soon. But right next door was Trails End. Pioneer Hall, PJ's Southern Takeout, which I'll show you in a minute, and Trails End. So it is closed forever, but it's going to be revamped into something new. Very, very different than what it was. This was a really, really popular restaurant. The host stand's covered up, the menu's removed, but the signage is still there for now. Right next door is Crockett's Tavern, where you can get drinks. And I don't know if they're going to keep the name Trails End or rename it. So yeah, Trails End, very popular, home style, sort of southern cooking, inspired, things like that. But if you want some of that, not the full sit down, family style meal that you would get there, but you can get a small taste of Trails End still at PJ's or P&J's. Howdy. P&J's Southern Takeout. It's a quick service. They do have tables in here. Here are the hours. Wheel your wagon over to this Old West eatery where you can grab some grub morning, noon, or night. Frontier fixins and friendly folk. It's got the same vibe, just, you know, and you can refill your resort mug. And just to get a little taste of Trails End, just a little taste, I made a mobile order so we can get some fried chicken. And we're gonna find a seat. So it looks like everything's pretty much untouched in here, which is cool because there's still the bar and there's still P&J's. It's ready. There's my order. So what I got was the fried chicken 2-piece meal, and the 2 sides I chose were coleslaw and mashed potatoes. Just keeping it classic. Oh, and it comes with some cornbread. Mashed potatoes come with gravy, so if you don't want gravy, just ask. Not like the best fried chicken in the world, but it's good, it's fine. You can probably do better at getting some Publix fried chicken, but it'll still do. Like, fried chicken is like pizza, like it's kind of always good. I also got 1 huge piece of fried chicken and 1 tiny, and the huge one is actually really delicious. The meat inside is really tender and it's not dry or anything like that, so it's pretty good. This is a nice little meal, especially for being at the campsites. And we can presume that Crockett's Tavern is going to have to close at some point while they work on refurbishments in here to make this a completely different type of place. So if you like Crockett's, which I think we all do, pay them a visit soon, because we're not sure when that's going to happen. Well, it's cool that for now you can dine in Trails End by either ordering a drink at the bar at Crockett's Tavern or ordering some food from P&J's. And you can still enjoy the vibe for now until they completely change it to a marketplace. And hopefully they'll keep this rustic wilderness, you know, the vibe that it has. Because the vibe is everything. And you can look out on the water. It could be next week, it could be next month. I don't know when they're gonna close this area, what parts they're gonna close. We just don't know yet because they haven't really announced the specifics. We do know they're changing it into a marketplace, so I feel like it's gonna be more of a grab and go type of situation, but we'll see. Hopefully they, you know, keep this feel and this decor that matches with Fort Wilderness Campground. But it was nice. I wasn't sure that this dining area would still be open, but it is for now, for the bar and for P&J's. So if you want to get a little bit more Trails End feel before this area is transformed, this whole dining area, pop in as soon as you can, because we just don't know. It could be any day now that they may close it in portions to work on it. To know. There's been a steady stream of customers at Crockett's the whole time I've been here. A few people have come through to dine. There's also a really cute arcade in here. I think every Disney resort has an arcade. So let's head out. Woo. Maybe it is bigger. Oh yeah, it is bigger. There's this section up here. What we saw from in there was just this tiny piece. There's also all this. There's people playing in here though. So that's cool. That's fun. There's usually no one in the arcade, but to my pleasure and a little bit surprised, there were kids playing almost all the games. So I showed you the ones that were open and kind of a glimpse of the other ones, but I just want to get out of their way and show you real quick. But there is a cute little arcade here, and you can find an arcade at I think every Disney resort on property. Today's a beautiful, peaceful day. It's so nice to walk around this resort. So along with all these changes, Disney has said that the campground is going to undergo a refreshment. But there definitely will be changes, big changes. And hopefully Fort Wilderness will keep that Fort Wilderness feeling. They haven't changed any of the Trails End signage, so that's cool. As I was walking by, for a second, I thought this was someone's RV, but no, this is a food truck. So a couple days a week, they have food trucks out here, and this looks good. Macaroni and cheeseburger, sign me up. But what I thought was extra cute is all the theming, the chairs, and look at all the stickers. Those are cool. There's some retro ones here. Vintage looking and then just dogs, random dogs. Maybe those aren't random, maybe they're Disney dogs. I don't know. But I like this Goofy's Hog Hounds, Hoop-Dee-Doo. Wow. These are really cool. You know what though? That was not a half bad meal and a pretty good price for how much you get. especially here at a theme park resort, where we know at theme parks food prices can be more expensive than in the outside world. I'd say you get a good amount of food for your money, so you can hit up P&J's if you want the Trails End vibe, and for now you can sit in there. I don't know for how long. I don't know what the seating situation is going to be. They haven't really announced those specifics, but as soon as I find out anything, I'll post, I'll share. But for now, I wanted to come out, let you know about the changes. Of course, just taking a lovely day at Disney's Fort Wilderness Campground. Guests can visit Walt Disney World resorts and walk around, take in the atmosphere, dine, shop, and enjoy them. And you can get here via Disney transportation, either boats, buses. You can park at Disney Springs and take free Disney buses to most of the resorts, if not all. You can take an Uber, you can have a dining reservation, and that's another way that you can visit any of the resorts. There are a multitude of ways, but you can come and enjoy these resorts and check them out. And every time I do, I just want to stay at that one. This campground has been here since 1971, the opening year of Walt Disney World. There's a lot of history here, and it still has a lot of the same feel, which I think is a good thing, and I think all the families staying here think is a good thing too. We like the charming camping vibe, and hopefully it stays this way, even with all the refreshments, refurbishments, whatever you want to call it. Also, by the way, if you have Instagram, feel free to follow me over there, because I do post more kind of live as things happen, and I post a lot more like updates and news about theme parks and travel. But with that, I'm gonna head out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had a great time. I hope it felt like you were here with me, soaking in the Fort Wilderness ambiance and atmosphere. I'm sending you a ton of love. I'll see you for the next video, and until then, as always, stay enthused.